James, before we start talking about the Saracens game, let's look back at pre-season into week 10. How have you found it?
Yeah, it's been good. I think the boys have enjoyed it. It's been tough. We've just obviously slipped back to our three weekdays the last couple of weeks, so we've got a bit of intensity in week 8, week 9, and obviously we've got a big physical test on Friday night against Saracens. So with a small squad, we've got to get our loading right, make sure we're looking after the players while we're pushing them as hard as we can. So Tim's been quite strict on the timings and the sessions and the recovery and different bits and pieces, and we're looking forward. It's all about that first league game against Rotherham. So over the next 3 weeks we get to see everyone play, and we get to build up nicely for Rotherham. Some boys have played more than others, and some guys haven't played in a long time, and they need to be eased in slowly. So it's about managing the players, but it's also about getting the team where it needs to be come Rotherham.
How have you found pre-season this time compared to last year?
I think with the group of players we've got, and we've talked about moving forward, moving the team forward, moving the club forward, I think the pre-season has been quite slick, to be honest. I think it's Tim's second season. Obviously pre-season for him is really important. He's got a massive focus, puts a lot of effort into it, and I think his second pre-season is always going to be a bit better than his first. And I think the players, those guys coming in have set good standards, and those guys that were here last year, I think they'll all testify and say that it's been a step up again. So the proof is in the pudding. We won't know until we start playing games of rugby. So they asked me again in about 6 weeks.
Obviously we're playing the Heineken Cup runners-up, the Premiership runners-up this Friday. What are you looking to get out of the game? Well,
looking to keep fit players moving forward. It's a great test. We're going to be going into a tough championship competition, and by all accounts Saracens are going to turn out a reasonable squad, considering they've got 10 boys away on international duty. Obviously Scott Brits is away with South Africa, but they've got boys coming off a conveyor belt, so it's going to be highly competitive. We'd like to test ourselves, work our systems, look at the bits we've identified, and at the same time defend and try and stop Saracens from playing, and try and put bits of our defence in place as well, and look at what we can get out of the game. Pre-season, we want to test ourselves, but we also like to put in a good performance and see how we get on. So it's going to be a tough game.
There'll be a squad of 28 to think for Friday's match. Will be looking to use all the players?
We're going to identify 15 that are going to start, and we're going to identify a few boys that we'd like to get minutes for, and then everyone else that doesn't start this week will probably get a run against Isha next week. So the trouble with taking 28 players is it's great to have everyone involved, boys that haven't been around a warm-up before, the environment of a pre-match, the environment of post-match, especially for the younger players. It'd be great to have them involved, but the trouble with having 28 players is you can lose a lot of continuity with a lot of changes. So we want to make sure that the changes we make are for worthwhile changes, not just flooding the pitch with players. So we'll make a few changes because they're premeditated. Hopefully we don't have to make any for injuries, and the other boys that don't get to get on the pitch will get to play against Isha.
You're looking forward to seeing some of the new boys in action for the first time?
Absolutely, I think everyone is. I think after 10 weeks the boys are gagging to play. There must be a game this week as Mark Brait's come back into the camp. He'd said he wasn't coming back till the game started. So it's no, I think everyone's keen to see the boys play. We have a lot of boys who work really hard, and the combination's going to be interesting. Pete Lydon's come in to complement Danny and Lee in 10, and Grovesy, PJ and Donna's in the centre as well. So different combinations, different players. Eric Claessen's come in and he's got a left foot of full back, so he'll take a bit of pressure off JT, and we've added Matty Williams to the wing. Our back three are ever so exciting, and you might not get an awful opportunity to play against Saracens because of their line speed and different bits and pieces, but any opportunities that come along, we want to make sure the boys make the most of them.
Finally, Peter Richards has come in as the bats coach. How's he settled in?
Yeah, he's great. He's great with a few heated debates in the office, and the whole coaching team is looking to push on and get the best out of the squad. And we're trying to be smart with the time we've got and the players we've got. So yeah, it's been great. Tom Mert, myself, and Rico, we sit down, we're talking all the time and sharing ideas and trying things. And I think the players quite enjoy. The players quite enjoy Rico's input, and you know, it's a bit bad cop, but we'll just see how we get on going forward. I mean, as I said to you, the proof's in the pudding. We're enjoying our time, coaches and players, and the whole group have worked really hard. So we'll just see where we end up.
All the best on Friday.
Thank you very much.